Alright, I'm back. We're back. I had to get something to drink. I'm hop back up in the other channel.
Channel switched.
Okay.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. I had to go get something to drink and everything.
Hello.
Yeah, man.
Hello.
What'd you do, run to the bar for it?
No. No.
Alright. So...
Alright, so you guys have a scroll?
We have a scroll.
And about, about 10 gold apiece.
No,
No.
it was 10 gold total that they got. I kept the rest of it.
Okay. Nice
And,
guy.
Even though I might have the perception to know that he stashed more gold, Tamanuk doesn't bother with precious metals. So he doesn't care. It's like
I didn't
rocks
see it, so.
to him. David, I would like to sort of walk over and look at the dead bodies of the goblins to see if my Goliath perception of doom picks up anything special about them, like where they're from or anything.
They're from the Moors. You can tell that they're from the Moors. You know the the Moors that are directly here. Let me put you on the Forgotten Realms map.
Yeah, thank you.
Did we have an idea of what this language was? I mean, like, we know we can't read it, but can we determine the language?
Well, seeing that you knew that they were goblins, they look like goblins. The goblin is a pretty common creature. So yeah, you could tell that they were actually... You figure that it's probably written in Goblin.
Okay.
Is Goblin actually a separate language from Orc? Or Orcish? Because I have no
all
idea.
that stuff's the same, I would think. Orc, Goblin, Hobgoblin.
Okay, because that's sort of what I presumed, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, the more. Where is said more? Okay, there.
Lots
okay.
of goblins, lots of orc.
Okay.
A lot of troglodytes, Neanderthals, all hang out behind
Troglodytes?
them.
I know they stink, but I don't know anything else about them. Do you want it to remain a secret, or do you want to tell me and the viewers what a troglodyte actually is for the ones who
A
don't know?
troglodyte is sort of like a lizardman. Not quite, a little different. But that's pretty much what it is. Sort of like a lizardman.
I pictured them sort of like a mix of a troll and a lizardman who just stank a lot.
They just stink a lot.
Yeah, but
So you're talking like the Gorn, the guy that Captain Kirk fought on the planet, that big green lizard guy?
The one that could barely move, and he could just run throughout the entire planet and never get caught.
Pretty much.
I don't believe he smelled as much as a troglodyte would, but yeah.
Hold on, I got a hold on. Alright, here you go. Watch the stream.
You keep getting me killed.
Okay.
I thought you had my back.
I think I'm about right. Sorry. Speak.
Oh, not again. Hold on just a minute. Okay.
I love that.
We're both too old for this. Got a thing.
Star Trek, the video game.
Star Trek, the video game. I figured you would like that.
That
That
is so
commercial.
funny. William Shatner's the shit, man.
It's because I've got to, mister.
That's funny. Okay, so I'm carrying around this shield that I took off of the cart there, and would like to just kind of roll it along the ground like a wagon wheel and kind of follow behind it.
What the heck are you doing?
I took a shield off of the back of one of these carts and just kind of held it up and turned around and walked away, just really enthralled in this shield. Like one of those.
All right. The
And so
vendor
now I
says,
started.
just says, "Yes, sir. Thank you for saving the town. You can keep that shield."
Oh, this is a shield. What is shield? This looks like wheel.
Oh, it's a shield.
It's a shield.
I would also like to know if I can see any sort of special mark or symbol on the orcs. Oh, no,
Goblins.
orcs. Goblins, yes.
No, there's none that you could recognize, or none that the captain recognizes, or anything like that. They just look just like regular goblins.
Alright.
I,
To me, an orc and a goblin would sort of look the same, you know, tiny
One is just
people.
a bigger version.
I turn to Ozzy and I tell him, "This shield, see this?" And I bang on my shield. It's like this. It's like this door I carry. This shield.
yeah, knock door, knock, knock, knock. He knocks the door, knocks the shield. Alcine then just drops the shield onto the ground, and remembering that the paladin gave a letter to somebody, he takes that scroll and gives it to the captain and points at it.
Ah, yes. Ooh, this is a. It seems like this is a command from a higher powered, well, you know, sort of like a goblin boss. He does a couple of those. Interesting. It seems like he's actually reading it.
As he's
Shumish.
doing this,
Here, Smash.
Boom
Let's go check
and
this out.
Tamanuk stands on his sides and just leaning in to look at the notes behind his shoulders, and just being tall.
I
Imagine that.
seeing Tamanuk look over the shoulders, I want to put my head in between the captain's head and the paper.
Oh my gosh, you guys are great. He says, "Yes."
Paper. Screw. Nice paper. Me give you.
So how far can we see beyond this gated wall?
Oh, the world ends there.
Yeah, just, you know, it's like
All
Columbus
black,
said it. It's
the nothing.
the world is flat, and the water just falls right off into nothingness.
The great nothing.
Being bored with the paper, I will back away and let him finish reading.
He's pretty much done, and he says, "Would you like me to read it to you?"
Yes. What is
Okay.
read?
It says, Kerwig, I learned through divinations that the totem is in a shop called Garwin's Curiosities within the town of Loudwater. Go and retrieve it. Use the old barrel of alchemist's fire. You know how important this is. Without the totem, it will be harder to perform the magic ritual. We must get the object back if we are to revive the Ogre King. Do not fail me. I will continue forward with the magic, even if every one of you must be sacrificed. We must get back the totem. High Shaman Sinkasug.
Okay.
Thank you for the reading, Corporal.
That's Captain.
Okay,
For the
Colonel.
fourth time.
Hearing this, Tamanuk will recognize the words shaman and totem. Well, not recognize the words, but knowing what he's talking about, because he has an inhuman perception. A sort of grunt and sort of motion to the shop and pointing his spear and grunting.
We go this way? Question mark.
I asked for the scroll, please.
Well, he gives it to you.
Nope, to self.
I will.
You guys know what I
Garland's
you guys.
Curios.
Yeah, there you go. I was just fixing to say, come on, guys. What did I just gave you it. Gave it to you.
Yeah, y'all are letting the Riri guy tell y'all where the things are going, so... and I'm following Tamanuk, who just took off for it.
The scroll talks about a totem in Garwin's Curiosities.
Oh yeah, heading to the curiosity side.
Dragonborn speak big time.
And as Tamanuk would say it,
Well, you're just in luck because wow, look, there's Garwin's Curiosities right there.
oh look,
I
it's
was
close.
wondering, I was fixing to ask you, where is this well on that map? I assume since it was by the
Well,
wall,
you can
that
look
one
up at the. Well, see, yeah, look at number 2. There's the well right there.
Come on,
So
Raw.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
Riff.
I mean, you
Come on,
can
Rat.
see that the well is there. This is where the wall was broken, and then right to the number 3, right to the angle there, the right angles. The Garwin's Curiosities, the knife store is down here, right to the bottom of the wall. So yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
is there anything outside of this knifey store, or is it just like all inside?
No.
Is there like a window that I can look
Yeah,
into?
sure. You can look inside there. Yeah.
Alright, I want to look inside the window of the knife shop.
There's lots of knives in the window on a very beautiful display, and I mean some really nice jeweled daggers, and there's one. There's
alright,
one that's
so-
glowing. There's an actual a dagger that has like a green glow on it.
I would like to take my hand and like kind of grab at it at the window. And like bounce off the window.
Come on now, little one.
And
Like,
there's a female
Back over your
knocks
screen,
on the
please.
window, and then she gets your attention, and then she just shakes her finger at you like, "Nuh-uh."
I want to pull out my dagger and I'll be like, "Look, I got one too."
She just
And
laughs.
then
Grabbing
I
Al
want
by the
I
scruff
want to
of his
I want
neck.
to
Let's go.
as he's grabbing me, I slip out because I'm dexterous, and I want to go in there.
through the window.
Are you going into the knife
the
store?
door. I want to go into the knife store.
All right.
Okay.
This way to the door, man. Let's go. Don't go that
What
way.
door?
This-
While
Or-
he's doing this, Tamanuk is just poking Shamash with his spear in a sort of gentle manner, as
Where are
in
you
hurry up,
going?
we need to, totem stuff.
Where you? Oh, okay. Alcine. This is
I
the
don't know
dagger
where the
shop.
door is.
I told you right here, down here.
Of course you don't know, you're
Where are you
stupid.
going? He doesn't know. Banana
I
from
didn't
Soul,
see.
bro.
I didn't see a ping.
Oh, this is I said
Oh,
it was
okay,
the
okay, my
bottom
bad, my
store.
bad.
That's all right.
My bad.
No problem. On the bottom of the wall.
I thought it was this one. I'm like
Nope.
hanging on the wall over
Nah.
there.
Let me in! Let me in!
I want a knife.
This dimly.
I'm gonna walk around in
Freak out
this
the
thing,
people.
and you can go on with them, and I'll just like mosey or poke around here in this while they're doing what they're doing.
This dimly.
Yeah, Shamash is going
Oh
into
my
Garden
God!
shop.
And Tamanuk and Boom is following.
Alright, guys. This
Eagerly.
dimly lit shop smells of oil and steel. The southern wall has a large display containing hundreds of different knives and daggers. And a beautiful woman comes up to you named Deanna Star, and she introduces herself and she says, "Ah, so you decided to come into my shop and look at all of my beautiful daggers."
Well, Tamanuk doesn't understand what she's saying, and he doesn't think anyone but Boom is beautiful. So he will just take a step forward and just motion to.
Hey, what's up?
whoever
Oh,
has
nice
the
name there,
note,
One Hung Low.
And just
How you
point in
doing,
every
man?
sort of direction for the person to put the note
Welcome
onto
to the
counter.
stream.
And he's very eager.
Yes, we have found a note from one of the leaders of the goblins that attacked this town. We need more information about this and what.
So you go into
Let's come with it.
Garwin's Curiosities, and I take it.
That's
Yeah,
how we defeat it.
they're going. They split the party, and
Okay.
I'm just
Ooh,
kind of
split the party.
yeah.
No,
Watch out for
Alsane split the
fools.
party.
I'm just gonna stay here until they're done doing it there.
All right.
I'll
So
do what I
Garwin's
do.
Curiosities is a sign bearing the image of a unicorn horn, an hourglass, and the words "Garwin's Curiosities" hangs at the front of the door as you walk inside. Windows provide a view of bizarre items, including a shrunken head, candy wrapped in colorful leaves, playing cards, smoking accessories, fanatically decorated tankers, and much, much more. And Garwin comes up to you and says, "I seen you out there! Good work, gents. Good work. We usually never have a problem with goblins, but man, they've really been having a lot of problems lately with the goblins and the orcs, and even the troglodytes, and Goliaths." And then he kind of looks you up and down. I was just joking about the Goliaths.
Well, it seems we have some information about a totem, and we need more information about where
A
this
totem?
might be.
What do you mean you have information, young man?
Yes, we found a note from one of the goblin leaders here, and the name on it, and it would read.
Oh, he goes, "Can I take a look at that? I speak Goblin fluently." And he rattles off a few sentences in Goblin, and you're like, huh? So he
We
takes
need
a
that
couple
training.
minutes and he reads the sign, and he walks over to his one of his cases, and he opens it up. And he says, "I wonder if they're talking about this." And it looks to be like he says, "I think this may be the horn totem that they're talking about." He tells you that within the last couple weeks, an adventurer had come in and sold him this, because he usually does buy a lot of magical items. And then he tells you, if you ever have any extra magical items you don't want, or if you don't want them, we could turn them into residue. Anyways, yeah, I'm always buying magical items if you ever want to sell them to me. But then he says, yeah, I think this is the item that they're talking about. He says maybe he could ask his nephew Zark about this dagger. Maybe he may know something.
Dagger? What dagger?
He meant totem.
Okay.
Yeah, the totem. Yeah, I'm sorry, totem.
Would Tamanuk, being sort of always in touch with the spirits, know that this totem is a real totem with spiritual connections and stuff?
Well, when you look at the horn, when you look at the totem, it appears to be a dagger, and it looks like a dagger, and it is the base of this is straight. It's a black horn wrapped in leather, giving the object the semblance of a crude dagger. Holding the totem makes you feel more capable of facing even formidably sized foes. So you can actually, as he hands you the dagger and you actually wield it, you can actually feel a sense of power coming from this small dagger. Rubble, rubble, rubble.
Shamash was going to say, I think my friend is interested in possibly purchasing this or keeping it with us for safe reasons.
Oh, I'm wanting to sell it for 500 gold. But I tell you what, seeing that you just saved our town and probably saved my store a lot of damage from the looks of this scroll, how about I give it to you for free?
We would appreciate that.
Who was making
Yeah,
that
there is
rabble
much
noise? Is
danger
that
to
you,
this.
Crumpert?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
Yeah,
So
you're in great danger with this item in your store.
He does
We will
hand
have
over
to either
the
confiscate it.
he
or-
does hand over the horn to you.
Yes.
God damn it, that's so good.
And Tamanuk just sort of do this short, rapid bows, and sort of starts to back up against the door, holding the totem dagger.
Just so he doesn't hug the Dragonborn.
You know, he just did tell you that he could probably ask his nephew Zark. Zark? Remember,
I'm not there,
Are you guys?
so I can't
are you?
do-
Oh, okay.
I
Are you
can't
guys
tell you
not
what he's
taking
looking
notes?
for.
Everybody's not taking notes on
I'm
key
taking
names
notes.
and
Yes,
stuff.
where can we find your cousin?
Oh, he's
Where
gone
can
now.
we find Zark?
He's gone.
Where-
He left. He's gone. He left. He says.
Well, we shall wait for his return.
He says Zark usually hangs out in the bars. See, he has this thing called a drinking problem, and he loves to drink. He loves to drink Elvish wine all day long, unfortunately, and it costs me a fortune.
Shamash sort of spits to the floor when he
But
hears
actually,
Elvish wine.
He hasn't been bugging me much lately at all for too much money. He seems to be getting money somehow, because he hasn't been asking me for any. Kind of mysterious, actually, now that I think about it.
What does he look
Nonetheless.
like?
And then he starts, having his little feather duster, dusting weapons off, and all kinds of beautiful items.
Have you seen him today?
I haven't seen him today. No, I haven't, sir.
At this point, Tamanuk would have been out of the door and just sort of
Do you have a recent photo of him?
talking to.
Oh yeah, I got a photo right up here.
So if we pull out my iPod or my
Pull out
iPhone
my
here.
etchings.
Yeah, he just says.
Could you
he's,
tell us what he looks like?
Well, he's a dwarf like myself, and he loves to hang out at the inns and the pubs within the town. So you could probably find him there at night.
Well, a dwarf that drinks Elvish wine should be easy to find.
That he is.
Well, we thank you for your kindness, and we will get down to the heart of this matter.
No problem.
If you can
We owe
assist us
you,
any further,
adventurers.
then we will be more than happy to help.
I was an adventurer in my younger days, but that's why I just like to buy and sell wares now. That's what I do.
Is that why you are missing your thumb?
And my eyeball, and then he pops out a fake eye. And an eye. God.
With this, we will
Batista,
go
shall
and
we-
find your cousin or nephew.
Yeah, I'll give you some money there, Big Dirt.
Do you think it is time that the inns are open and that we should check for these individuals?
Hello there, AGP JLM. Welcome to the stream. And thank you for the follow,
Anybody.
sir.
Don't forget about me.
I appreciate
he's
the
way
follow
over
as
to the
well.
side.
Take an arrow to the nay. Exactly.
Tamanuk will sort of gesture and grunt to Boom, and Boom in turn starts to wobble to Alcyon, to where he is in that store, and just starts to peep in the windows and pecking at the windows with its beak.
Doing the old penguin wobble.
The penguin wobble.
Nice.
So about there, and just starts pecking at the windows.
Alright, so Alcine hears it and he looks over and he's like, "Hi, bird," and then like goes back to looking at the daggers.
The penguin will start pecking slightly harder.
Yelling back towards the mash. Let's go.
Alright, so you guys are down at the dagger store.
I would, before anybody gets there, I'd like to start a conversation with the lady here.
Sure. You're actually taken by her. She is she's a very beautiful woman.
She's pretty, but I don't think he notices because he's not smart enough.
Oh no, he can notice that.
Oh, okay. So she busty?
Charisma check.
The charisma
She's
check.
just a beautiful girl. I didn't say she's busty or anything like that. So,
Very
So,
pretty girl.
Who has the
Pretty
horn?
lady. Tom and Luke.
Okay, so please put that in your under magic items or something. Just put it in the magic items because I'm going to give you the actual link to the handout.
I've actually already seen it. Bum, 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 because you forgot to hide it.
No, I didn't forget to hide it. It's just there.
Yeah. Magic items. There we go. What's it called? Horned totem.
Horn totem.
Horn
Just
totem.
Horn
okay.
totem. Exactly how it's spelled.
Okay, so was that correct?
That was a good one.
Hello.
So, lady, you have daggers like mine, and I pull out one and show her.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Oh. I want to. I see the glowing one, and being a former mage, can I roll Arcana on the? You said there was a blue one that was glowing.
It's just a jeweled daggered. It's a jewel hilted dagger that has a green tintish type of aura
Hue.
around it.
I would like to roll an Arcana check on that if I could. If you'll allow me.
Sure.
Okay, so it's +6. Crit.
You know it is magical as shit.
Magical as
Yes.
Okay, so at this point in time, Boom is starting to peck